days later because I quit.
All right, it's a podcast. This is the Unshameable Podcast. I'm Joseph.
I'm Kevin.
I'm John.
I'm Justin.
All right, we're gonna talk about how long could you survive in an apocalypse, and how would you
go about that?
Yeah, but first we got to set some ground rules.
Like what kind of apocalypse
Exactly.
we're going through.
Are there gonna be zombies here, or is this just like The Road? Have you seen The Road?
Joseph, you've been talking about this movie all day.
I'm trying to push this movie real hard. I got one sponsor, and it's The Road from 2009.
Okay, but are you guys down for zombies?
Let's go. We can start with zombies.
Zombies.
That's what I'm asking.
We'll start with zombies.
Or we could do like a Fallout world.
Let's go
Fallout's
a nuclear
Where
apocalypse.
it has everything. There's
it has a
robots
little bit
there.
of everything.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Let's just go with that then.
Or we could do. Have you seen Enter the Badlands?
No.
Into the Badlands.
No weapons?
Yeah.
Or
That's
no
not-
guns?
That's not really an apocalyptic world, though.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
about
just
that.
a world where no guns exist.
That's apocalypse.
Alright, so how about like either the zombie one or the Fallout one type one?
I mean, we have to decide.
Okay.
Which one would you? Which
I
do you
feel
think
like
you
the
could survive
Fallout
longest in?
one would be more
That's livable.
That's
realistic.
more realistic outside
because
of robots.
there's nuclear stuff out there
there's
right
not
now.
Super
so.
mutants. It's
No.
all real.
Nuclear
roaches.
We're talking about radiation.
radiation
bombs.
and stuff that could change people.
Okay, then we'll do that.
Okay.
We'll
Alright,
go Fallout
this is
world,
Fallout
because, you know,
world.
Fallout
Fallout
did have,
4 did just come out.
they did have
Yes.
zombies in it, too, pretty
For
much.
Fallout.
Ghouls.
I sure will.
Joy of seasoning and Cornish ham.
Cornish ham.
Cornish hen is something that you will not find in Fallout.
I
I
think the
promise
chicken-
you that.
I think the chickens are dead.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so nuclear explosion.
we're talking like day one of the radiation thing? Or we're talking
No,
about
let's just
Fallout?
go like,
What would you do?
yeah, how would you survive?
Oh, man.
Let's say you just got unfrozen. This has all been going on for hundreds of years or whatever.
So the radiation's bearable now for me.
Do we wake up with anybody, or is it
No,
just
just
you?
Just me.
Just you.
I'm not doing the family thing.
Before
like
I-
this being
wherever
right
I
now.
woke up from-
Okay.
Yeah, wherever I woke up from, I'd look for. First of all, I'd be confused. I'd probably look for something for protection, just for whenever I got outside.
I had
But
to reach for my phone. It's super dead.
It's been dead. Unless you have a
And
Nokia.
even if it wasn't dead, you'd have no radio communication.
You
Well,
turn it on, just
actually,
like
if it's a
2,000 notifications.
actually, if it's a Nokia, you might actually still have service too. You
Yeah.
just be like,
no,
no,
it still works.
Dude, those
Call
old,
everybody.
those old Nokias could survive a nuclear blast.
That's
I bet.
facts.
I bet.
they're like the Twinkies
So-
of electronics.
What would you do, Kevin?
Yeah, like I said, I'd look for a weapon, and then I'd go and probably look for some kind of food. Off instinct, I'd probably try to find my way back home just to see what it was like. But
Do you think you could find your way home from just...
it's kind of not.
Where your home was
Yeah.
last time you remember it. Yeah, if you remember.
Say they
going
dropped
there.
you in Oregon right now.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
Would
in
you be
Oregon.
able to be like, I'm in Oregon?
Well, I'd probably try to find the first
Oregon.
happenings.
the
then.
guidelines aren't
Looks like
specific
Oregon.
for where I woke up from being frozen.
Then why don't you just wake up at home?
Because why would I be frozen at home?
Bombs go off.
I'm from
Flash freezes everybody.
Okay, say
just you.
Say I wake up at home. I see if the family members are still there.
They're
But,
gone.
200 years has passed.
They're way gone.
they're way gone.
You see, that's why the zombie thing. We'll go that way.
I'd look for any kind of life. I just try to search for someone.
First
Grab
world,
weapons.
but
But
would
would
you
you
run
be able to
into?
trust those people? Do you have a good...
I feel like
sense of,
it'd
like,
be like
morale?
Walking Dead, and I'd try to trust them, but then if they try to, maybe they got more guys than me, they don't like me too much, I'll try to fight it out. That's why I said I'd bring a weapon.
What kind of weapon are you going to have in your home,
I
though?
think the first thing I'd do is
Besides,
observe.
like, GameCube controllers.
GameCube controller.
Like they're nunchucks.
If I were to wake up at my house, I know my dad has a gun somewhere, so I live with the gun
Somewhere.
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 Alright.
The
Might
house
be in
can-
a safe, so I'm going to have to figure that out too.
Nah, safe no.
Lockpicking
On the
skills
counter.
aren't the highest.
But yeah, try to find some kind of civilization, see if I could get something, maybe a car going for myself. But
Probably not going to work.
I wouldn't even try to start with cars.
I think
I would just assume all cars don't work.
no.
the first thing I'd do is I'd try to gather as much information as possible. I wouldn't go looking for people immediately because I don't know I just woke up.
Information from what? The internet's probably down.
The internet's way
We're not
gone.
going to the internet, guys.
The
Google,
internet.
We're going-
way gone.
We're going back to the
The library.
early 1900s.
Yeah, but that
Before
information
that.
is all going to be outdated because no
Well,
one's
I'm
written
not
books.
talking, I didn't say a library. I said we're going back to that. We're going to be outside. I'm going to be looking around. If I see people, I'm not going to go up and approach them. I'm going to watch them. Because you don't know. I might watch a guy walk up and just, bite into a cow. And that's what they do now. So we're not going to do that. So we're just going to, I'm going to be like, okay, these people are crazy right now.
Take out the B-Nox.
The Beanox?
The Beanox, man. That's short for binoculars, I think.
The B-Nox.
Jeez,
No,
take
I
both my
agree with you.
hands.
I do have some.
Some people might not be the friendliest, so I agree with you there.
I do have some training in how to do things, so I'd be like, you know what, maybe I'll go learn how to make. I know how to make a fire. That's probably the most important thing ever because we're talking about just waking up in an apocalyptic world. There's probably no fires anymore. Well,
I think there's still fire.
there's probably fire, but there's probably not the. You got to make it on your own.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's
you're
no
not
like
gonna,
matches and stuff like that.
You can't just go, hey man. Again, I got to watch people, so I got to make my own fires and stuff. So I know how to build small traps to catch animals if there are animals. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna be dealing with, so you got to just treat it as if you just got dropped off into a forest.
Hopefully, I just wake up and be the Hulk. Honestly.
So
You just
bomb
skip
goes off, gamma
everything.
rays.
Yeah.
So everyone's the Hulk.
That'd be crazy.
If everyone's the Hulk, no one's the Hulk.
Everybody's the Hulk. Nobody's the Hulk.
You're not that special if everyone's green.
What would you do, Joe?
I think you guys are doing it wrong.
Okay, let's
I
see
think
what
you're
you
doing
see
it
what
wrong.
Obviously, you know the right way.
I think.
This is what you want to do. When you wake up, if I woke up in my house where I'm at now, first thing I would do, strip down to underwear. Gotta be fast. Gotta be nimble. I have a cape in my room. When people see me, they need to know this man's crazy. Don't approach him. He's insane. So strip down to underwear, wearing a cape. I think I have a lucha mask. And I'll put on some big, heavy boots. You don't want to get glass in your feet.
No.
Big mistake.
Still in underwear, boots, and a lucha mask.
Boots.
With the kid.
Underwear. I have knee pads. I'll put on both. Maybe just one. You don't have to shoot on one knee. I'm not going to shoot on anybody. So you got the boots, you got the knee pads, you got the underwear, you got a cape, and you got a lucha mask. No backpacks, no nothing. I got to travel light.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got to. I would, like you, I'd watch people. I'd just be behind bushes. I'd be in trees.
I love watching
I love watching
people.
In your underwear.
In my underwear.
With the cape
Just
and
like
a mask.
just looking down at people, just like that looks like some spam. Maybe I don't know. It's a can. I'm gonna eat that while they sleep. I'm gonna take it, run off.
Let them wake up and see that.
I mean, how are you gonna explain that to the other people in your group? What happened to all of our canned goods, Mike? Crazy guy wearing boots, knee pads, underwear, cape, and a mask.
Came out
Jumped down from the trees, did one cartwheel, took all the spam, ran off. You won't be able to.
He'd probably be dead, sure.
So I would be dead within a week.
So you're saying you won't
No,
survive.
I won't survive. No. But the time that I am
Survivability.
alive
We'll make you a legend.
will make me, yeah.
Oh, man.
People will talk about it.
They
Have
don't
you
talk.
seen Crazy Man?
The people would actually be trying to mimic you.
He doesn't have a name.
They're
All he
crazy,
says
man.
is just, ah! And he just takes our spam.
Actually,
So it'd just be me and,
It's pretty legendary.
yeah.
Yeah.
you'd be a legend. I mean, someone killed you, you wouldn't be a legend to them, but everyone else.
I would probably, if I didn't do that one, which is foolproof, I would probably, like on The Walking Dead, the guy named Eugene, how he tricked people into thinking that he knew more than he did. I would probably do that, but just keep the lie going forever until I die.
You guys
You
don't
know.
know what I
Of
know.
scurvy or
Well,
something.
You know, if you convince everyone something's true, it becomes true. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about fall. All you gotta do is put a lab coat on. You can make people think you're a scientist working on a cure. You'll get the food you
Pretty
need.
much what he did.
Black scientist.
Yeah.
Black
Yep.
scientist.
There
They
you
won't
go.
believe me at all.
It says sometimes the universe don't be like it does, but it do. I'm just saying.
Oh man.
Well, let me
I said
see.
we got to everyone but you, Justin. So what about you?
What I would do.
Day
We still
one.
got a
No,
lot of
what
time.
I'm saying is this might be unorthodox.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
no, please.
Just letting
I thought
everyone
I thought
know
we're holding off on
above
this.
hand that this might be
I thought we were
unorthodox.
holding off
But
on this.
if it's the apocalypse, I'm assuming that all food is gone. And the food that I do find is a luxury. so that's a good thing. I mean, how I would travel, like everyone else, I would carry, a gun or two. I would definitely have a knife because I'd probably use that the most and use my ammo extremely sparingly. But what I would do, similar to John making the fire, but I wouldn't make the fire for me. I would make the fire, I would set the traps, and if animals came and got trapped, that'd be cool. If people came and got trapped, that'd be cool. I would just watch them though. So basically, the people that got trapped, I would watch them and see how they are. If they're good, if they're whatever, I'd help them and I'd be the hero, and then I'd travel with them. But if they weren't so good and they were pretty bad people and they were trapped, I would kill them when they fell asleep or got exhausted, and then I'd probably dismember them and.
That sounds kind of graphic.
I know, and then because you gotta travel real light, so
just a couple skulls?
I would probably
just a couple skulls.
Take some of the meat and then just cook it under. I would bury it and then cook a fire on top of it with salt from the rocks. And then basically I would
salt from the rocks.
Yeah, salt from the rocks.
Well,
what are you talking about?
Only some rocks have salt.
Some rocks have salt.
Do you know what? Are you a geologist?
I would just put a bunch of rocks on them and cook them under the dirt. And
those radioactive rocks.
Then basically after that, I feel like cooking them to pretty burnt, almost like a jerky, and then with the salt, you should be fine, and you shouldn't really have to worry about getting, the shakes like people say. People go crazy about it. If you eat someone,
wait. So you're saying you're going to eat the people?
I'm going to eat the people.
He's only eating the bad people.
The bad people.
Which makes him a bad
person.
person.
It doesn't make me a bad person. It makes me a survivalist.
No,
and I'm going to live.
You a cannibal.
And what I said is if the people are good, I would rescue them. I would take them out of the traps, and they'd be like, holy crap, this guy just came and saved us. Maybe he can travel with us.
He's such a nice guy.
Basically, once I got my fill, I would still scavenge around the world and, more collecting things.
Like
because,
people.
Unlike most people trying to find a cure, I don't think the cure's out there. And I know it's just going to be about survival. So I would do basically what I need to do to survive. I'd probably be more of a loner unless I found some really awesome cool, chill people to be with. But at the same time, when you do find people, they could be your downfall. So think about it. If you have people that you're traveling with and they're not up to par,
you can't carry them.
Gotta eat them.
They're dead weight. Later on, food. So you want to make sure that the people that you're traveling with can hold their own, and if they can't, I'm not gonna kill them, but I'm not gonna save them unless it's like someone I've built a good rapport with. But it'd probably just be surviving, watching people, eating when you need to eat, saving the extras you can, but not saving too much. You have to go smart about it. But I'd be like a casual cannibal. So
a casual cannibal, huh?
It wouldn't be crazy.
Tuesday cannibal? Just
casual.
Once a day?
I don't need to eat every day.
It's like Taco Tuesday, like Wednesday.
And I don't eat good people.
Just the bad ones.
It would be bad people, and it would be a very particular way I did it. It's not like I would eat hearts or anything like that. I want to do that. It would be more like, meaty portions, maybe like thighs, and that's it. So.
Okay, so you'd section out like a normal animal.
Just thighs?
Just thighs, probably.
Breasts.
So you got to be smart about it. I think that would be a good way to survive. Spare ammo. Use your knife mostly if you can.
Make a bow.
Make traps. Make fires to gather other people.
That's ingenious, right?
So
there.
if I watch people go to the fire, they're gonna be like, "Where did this fire come from?" And then they get caught in a trap, and I'm like, "Okay, let's see how they react to this. Are they gonna try to get out, or are they gonna?" Someone might come to help them, and they might kill the person that comes to help them. So that's going to let me know how I should approach it. So
what happens if you go to these people?
Yeah, that's smart. I was kind of just hard to read and everything. Like, yeah, just go explore.
You can't just go and exploring because we're talking about like the world's mutated by radiation and stuff. What happens when you run into like a giant ant like 6 foot tall ant. I mean,
Oh my god!
first time you just woken up and you see an ant.
That would be so
That would
strong.
be extremely strong.
I mean, ants can lift like 100 times their weight or something like that. And,
Have you ever stepped on an ant and it didn't die? You
It's-
can't do that when it's 100 feet bigger.
6 feet
Yeah.
under,
I know, but
100 times.
good lord.
You'd
I
see-
wouldn't waste my ammo on that.
I wouldn't even try to fight that.
But you gotta think about ants are fast too, though. So
Ants
you
are
can't,
nimble.
You can't outrun an ant, so you're gonna have to fight this giant ant thing.
Yeah. So okay, let's put together a scenario. We run into
This giant ant.
a giant ant. How do you guys?
Giant
handle this?
anything.
Well-
Giant scorpion? How are you gonna fight that?
Let's just put it as an ant for right now. We gotta build up to the giant scorpion.
Yeah, this is boss battle 1. Like,
Day 2, you just walked out your house with the gun.
Would you see a giant ant first or a giant rat?
Probably an ant.
We'll
Yeah.
say giant ant because where we live is a desert, so
That's true.
we'll probably run into ants. So we're just gonna go day 1 or day 2. You have a gun. I'm not gonna start you off with nothing, but you have a gun. You have a shotgun and a handgun and your knife, right? So you're gonna be doing that.
Do you think that you would be able to kill a giant ant with a gun?
I want to be honest with you. If I saw a giant ant, I have 2 choices: to die to this giant ant or to try and kill the giant
Because
ant.
if the ant sees you, I would assume
Okay,
that
now,
it can break down
let-
a door.
let's say we see the ant
And
and
it
we can
doesn't see
prepare
you.
for the ant. How do you lure it? What do you do?
What would I do? Well, shotguns.
Because ants aren't dumb either.
No, they're not. But again, I don't know how strong the ant's skin is. I don't know anything
it's-
about that.
Their outer shell is extremely strong.
That's what I'm saying. You probably need
You need like a
something-
blunt object, right?
a blunt object to crack it, or you can use a shot. I mean, there's many things. We're going with the Fallout
Ooh,
style, so maybe the shotgun
I'm
could hurt
thinking
it.
like lure it into like a alleyway and then drop like a giant piano on it. Acme style.
But that might not kill it, though. I mean, you gotta remember, if you step
Not
on an
gonna
ant,
find the
sometimes it
piano.
doesn't die. So, I'm just saying, day 1 or day 2, you see this ant. What would you do, Joe? Would you try and fight? Would
I
you
mean,
try
as
and
I already
outrun it?
said, I'm dressed
Just-
very light.
So you're not gonna have the gun.
I got the steel toe boots, I got the knee pads, I got the underwear, I got the cape, and I got the lucha mask. Just to let you know, I found some gloves. So this way,
I found some.
I'll be able to hold things now with better grip. A giant ant, though,
So you're gonna try to outmaneuver the ant.
I don't think I could. Ants are fast when they're that small. I couldn't even imagine how fast it would be. Even bigger.
Like a
I
tank.
feel like I'd have to make like some kind of Molotov cocktail or something like huge one.
But like, could you? Yeah, I guess so.
Something like I'm feeling like fire's the best bet right now.
Fire. It has to be something where you're far away from it because you don't
Yeah,
want to
that's true.
fight that thing
And then it gets
head on
enraged
unless
up.
you're wearing boots, knee pads, underwear, and a cape, and gloves that you just found.
You right.
All right.
You right.
I wouldn't want to fight an ant.
I was gonna
Oh,
put
man.
together a different creature, but John said ant, so I just went with
He
ant.
went straight with ant. I couldn't fight. Oh man.
I feel like ants are too strong, man.
How would you fight hand to hand like just a crazy person?
Yeah, like especially what if they're mutated? They got like.
Let's not even say
strength
mutated. Just crazy person. Hasn't slept in maybe probably 2 days. These people are unpredictable.
I'd probably. That's one thing I can say that would finally come in handy. I know jiu-jitsu. I know the boxing. I'll be able to maybe choke someone out
These
unconscious.
people are like crackhead crazy.
like PCP strong.
You can't knock a crackhead down. They weeble.
I'm just gonna find all the drugs.
You don't
I don't know, dude. I'd be scared. Find all the drugs and just become the drug guy.
Don't be the drug guy.
People need drugs.
People need that jet.
People need it.
I'm gonna give it to them. You need a stim pack? Hey, little kid, just be in the park that's burned down. Hey, kid, you need a stim pack? I open up my jacket.
What are you buying?
Put this jet underneath your tongue, little kid.
First one's free.
Are they Mentabs or whatever? You want to slice this one up real good. Put it in here. I got a fake tooth. I like to lift that up. Put the Mentos right on it. Okay, well then let's flip it. We already did the Fallout apocalypse.
Okay.
and we all assumed that we would like survive
For
a couple days.
relatively long, except for me.
You're dead.
I'm dying. It's a sprint. I want to get into the grave as fast as possible.
I'm gonna find your body and then take your clothes.
What are you gonna take? Knee pads?
I'm taking your
underwear?
You're gonna be the next one.
Legend lives on. Like Batman.
What, are you just naked like Terminator? Why don't you have clothes on?
I'll take them
Weirdo.
off.
He'll change. He can change, can't he?
This super armor is too much. I need to be faster.
I need this.
How long would you survive Walking Dead style? Let's not even say 28 weeks later, 28 days later.
We're talking about just regular
those
walkers.
are far too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like no one should be alive.
No one should be alive. That's why
Okay.
no one was alive.
Yeah.
Walking Dead style.
Well,
Given the same circumstances, like I woke up, say in the hospital, like Rick didn't know where my family was or anything.
girl.
Coral.
So we're not covering the you wake up at your house and there's zombies. You just open your window, look out the window, like, oh shit, there's zombies. We're talking
Let's say
day one.
it's a normal day and you look out the window and there's zombies just attacking everyone.
Is it like this is like day one happening?
This is day one. Day one might have already happened in another state, but this is day one for you.
I'd try to contact whoever I could and then just try to
'Cause I would
get
assume-
to
yeah.
a safe spot before. Yeah, because this is.
I would
still,
assume
you
cell
know,
phone stuff would still work
Yeah,
for a
everything's
little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be going down, but for
Yeah.
right now, power works. You have
Everything should still be
all these
alright.
luxuries. You better use.
I'd Instagram it.
You got to fill up the tub immediately.
First thing I'm doing
Drinking water.
is I'm barricading my house. I'm gonna do the tub thing. I'm gonna fill up my tub. I'm gonna fill up everything that can hold water.
Yeah.
I'm filling up. I have sparkler jugs in my house. I'm filling up with tap water. I mean, yeah, my girlfriend doesn't like tap water. Fuck it, we're drinking tap water.
No, too fancy for tap water in the zombie world.
Yeah, we're drinking tap water.
I drink that tap water.
I don't want to hear any complaints in the zombie apocalypse.
A
And
couple months from now, we'll
after
be
I-
lucky to have tap water.
now after I barricade the house and everything, I got some.
You wouldn't go
firearms.
to.
Nope.
You wouldn't go to
First,
Costco or anything
nope.
like that.
First thing I'm doing day one, I'm gonna secure my house. Then I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna pull out my binoculars, as was said earlier, because here's what everyone's gonna be doing day one. There's gonna be a
The
lot of people.
highways are. Don't even try. it.
Everyone's gonna be running around like a chicken cut off their head, getting infected, doing stupid things. Why would you want to go out there and join the population of people doing stupid things? You're better off just sitting there.
Because that's where all the food's gonna be.
No,
You gotta attack.
you got to think about it this way though. Every common people have enough food in their house to last at least a couple of days.
We broke out here.
I mean, can of beans might suck, but it's food still. So I would sit down and I'd wait probably 2-3 days, wait for it to get quiet because there's still gonna be
You
food.
think it's gonna be quiet in 2 or 3 days? I think it's still gonna be like
Hey, I might still be hectic.
Mad Max
too.
crazy outside.
Well, that's the thing. The house. Are we talking full scale zombie? Like I
Full
look at
scale.
the thing, and there's hundreds of
There's
zombies in the street.
absolutely no cure. There's no going back.
There's hundreds of zombies in the street when I look out my window. 'Cause if I look
No,
out
not
my
day
window-
one. Day one, it's just gonna be like whoever in your neighborhood. You're gonna see like houses on fire, cars like ran into fire hydrants,
Okay,
zombies just running.
I'm gonna buckle down then because I have no need to run anywhere. Costco's haven't opened yet because I wake up pretty early in the morning, so they haven't opened yet. So if there's zombies, that means no one else has gone to Costco either.
No, let's assume this is like middle of the day.
Mm.
If I assume middle of the day, I'm kind of. I feel like I'd go out and stock some stuff because that's when a lot of people are out. The likelihood that if a zombie finds you, there's other people around you. So.
Using my
Yeah,
shields.
but those people, they're not gonna try to help you.
No.
I know, but,
but
it's kind of
use them to
just
slow them down?
gather
Okay.
whatever we can. Like if I gotta push that little guy over there to the zombie, then
That little kid on that tricycle. I gotta push him down. I gotta push him down.
I mean, I'd be armed, but you gotta think about it this way: people are gonna be looking
Bare
towards you
arms.
also. Though they're gonna be like, "Oh, he has weapon. He can help us."
let's
No,
follow that guy. Yeah, though.
no, there's no following me. That's
No
part of the reason
friends.
why I buckled
No
down.
new friends.
I buckled down through it because actually, in the first day, a lot of stuff's going to go down because if there's that many zombies to where people are crashing into houses and stuff, the society's going to crash really quickly. So people are going to be running to stores, getting killed. So their baskets are going to be full of food and they're going to be dead. So there's not going to be a lot of people leaving the stores because you're going to have the infected people going to the stores also. For me, I'm probably going to have to leave my house really quickly, seeing that I live within close proximity of 3 worst things ever: a police station, a military base, and a hospital. I apparently just got the shit hand of locations. So I gotta run immediately because that's where everyone's going to be running, to those 3 places. And we run to the hospital because they're sick. Then we run to the police to help them, and then we run to the military for protection. So they're all going to be infected in my area, so I'm going to have a very large concentration. So I gotta run immediately, but I think I could buckle down for the day, and then as soon as it dies down, I'm leaving. First light, I'm going to use the daytime because I don't want to use night if I don't have to. Unless it's a full moon, I'm getting out. And I'm going to head probably towards I guess I'm going to say the richer part of town, because the richer part of town, they have bigger houses, more easy to secure.
Oh, yeah, I'd go to Summerlin.
Don't break the illusion. We're just in some unannounced place.
Yeah, I thought we were somewhere unannounced, since I didn't mention.
Well, I'm assuming we're here.
Yeah, we are.
So
we are here.
I don't even care.
I
don't care.
Big homes over there.
Big homes, and I'm securing them as fast as possible, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not gonna. I know I don't have enough supplies at my house to make it through the zombie apocalypse.
Would you try to find like family and friends, or would you just stay in
I
your
would alert family and friends.
But how?
I would communication didn't get on the first day.
Okay.
We're still first day, right? So I'd alert family and friends, but at the same time, I can't help. I understand that it's a horrible thing to say, but I can't help everybody. So I'm not going to try and point out that, hey, if we all come together, because honestly, when all of us come together, that's like 1,000. So we got a small community. And
Sure? I don't know about that, but okay.
We got a small community, pretty much. So I would tell them, but I'd also tell them that there's probably not going to be help coming, so you're going to have to buckle down and you're going to have to fight through this. When I have the ability to help you, if you're still there, I'll come help you, but I can't help you right now.
These are like Walking Dead zombies, like
yeah, they're not running.
We can outrun them.
But if you get in a horde of them, they're gonna rip you in half.
No, I mean if you had read the book of World War Z, it wasn't the zombies that were killing all the people.
It's gonna be other people being idiots for sure.
There's gonna be the zombies aren't
eating people.
Yeah.
You don't. The
zombies are predictable.
Yeah,
but humans
people are idiots.
Yeah.
You got that's the thing, because any person could survive a zombie attack if it's just that one person and the zombies, but that's when you combine the stupid person who's running around throwing Molotovs at the zombies and lights your house on fire. You got the guy who joins your party who decides he's going to become a cannibal day one and starts eating people. He's bad people. Not even bad people, he's just eating everybody. He concluded that he's a zombie also. You see, that's the problems right there.
And if it's a world like this, you're going to assume that everyone's seen The Walking Dead and zombie shows, so they're going to just assume that they have all the knowledge. So it's just going to be a bunch of crazy people walking around. How many people have you killed?
But you see,
there's a bunch of crazy, stupid people.
But if we're doing that, if we're doing it like real world, then I guess the zombie apocalypse wouldn't really last that long because
I still think it would last a little bit.
Just as long.
I mean,
people are idiots. You see people drive? People are idiots.
The one how they drive in rain. Imagine it's zombies.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do know that a lot of people would die because of the simple fact that social media, they would have to put on Facebook. They'd have selfies. Zombies behind them. Look at the zombie attack. Zombies behind their neck, selfie picture, because they gotta get that last Facebook post in.
You got to.
Hashtag oh my G's.
Finally happened.
Finally happened.
So yeah, there'd be a lot. It probably would be a lot of people. It probably would actually happen because there'd be a lot of idiots. They'd be like, man, you guys, we could have came together and beat this, but you guys all decided to become one-man solid snake armies and take on the whole horde of zombies by yourself with only 10 bullets. And a knife.
You gotta use that ammo sparingly.
I'd go to the grocery store since I don't work there anymore. It's empty, but I know it's already boarded up. Everything.
Have you seen how boarded, what's it called is? Winco?
Oh, really?
It's secure.
Winco.
It's extremely secure.
Winco's like a Costco.
There's probably like 4 doors.
Winco only has...
Legitimately.
Winco and Costco, they only have the 2 slider doors. If those go down... I mean, I could just put a car in front of it, because, I mean, you can go through a garage door, but you put a car in front of that.
Move some of those shelves on the inside.
Move some of the shelves in front, because they have forklifts in there. You move that stuff, you've secured yourself an endless supply of canned food. I mean, the meats and stuff you got to eat quickly.
And they have all that survival food in there.
They have the survival food.
See?
I
found myself set up like that, I wouldn't even have to eat people.
You wouldn't.
I
That wouldn't
feel like
even
you would
have
still
to
be
dabble in
bad.
it.
But you got
I gotta
to remember
sneak
this though.
Wouldn't even have
You
to.
need
just
a
had
you need a
human
few.
meat.
You're gonna need a few people in that win code because
You need a few,
you got to
Person
secure
for
this place
human
because now
flesh.
you have a commodity, and people are gonna want that commodity. So they're
You're
all
gonna
gonna come
get
for
raider
you
attacks almost weekly.
almost daily because
Yeah.
you're gonna have people coming in. So you got to understand that hey,
That place might be a problem.
so
Yeah,
you
any
gotta.
place that's big for sure.
So that's why you got to just come as a team. If you're gonna do that, you gotta have a team. You guys got to all know the plan. Like hey, we gotta. This is our food. And we got to just take people. If anyone comes here, we take them out.
I wouldn't want to be set up with Winco day one.
No.
No.
Not day one.
No.
Maybe like
This would
a
have to be
month
like
afterwards.
Maybe like week 7 when I've already
Way
met
far.
some people and established some relationships and have people to actually
Unless they're
fortify
friends.
that place.
Unless you're all friends or something.
Because you're going to need
before.
to defend that place. You're
But
going to
then-
need to defend it no matter what.
Then
From
again,
zombies and from people. Mostly people, I'd say.
because your friends are gonna betray you. Because I don't know. I thought about it. I have a lot of good friends, but I don't know if I could really trust them in certain things. I mean, they're good friends to hang out with, but like, could I trust this person behind my back to save me if the zombies come?
That's
I
where
don't know,
I
they
feel
might-
like my friends would come through. Like my friends, we got each other's back. So I feel like if I did find my friend,
When your friend's getting his head bit off, are you really gonna grab his back?
his head's
When
getting bit off.
when he's getting bit in the neck, are you gonna sit there and
I'm
try
a-
and help him?
I'm gonna put the bullet in him for him.
You
Oh,
put the bullet in him
He's done.
He's done.
while he's getting bit.
See, that's the other thing, man. Because you see, that's the other thing people mistake with The Walking Dead and stuff. You see the show and everyone's just getting headshots. It's actually pretty hard to do a headshot on a moving target while running. That's,
Okay, while running, yeah.
you're running from zombies and you're just headshot. No, that doesn't even happen in real life. I mean, that's people who are trained. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it would actually be pretty bad in real life because you have everyone thinking again they're the solid snakes. They can run out there and fight every
Do you know
zombie.
how many people you'd see with swords?
I
You'd
find
see
it,
so many.
dude, I thought I have those 2 samurai swords in my house.
And
I'd be
bunch of
like,
But here's the thing, here's the thing, though. A lot of people buy swords and they're like cosplay swords. They're not
Oh,
swords that are
they're
designed
Michonne.
for.
for
They're not
slicing.
designed for you to cut someone's head off. You didn't have this 20 forged sword that's like $12,000. You have a $20 sword that you bought. You're in a swing, it's gonna snap.
One
And you're
time,
gonna look like a fool. You're just gonna look at the zombie and he's gonna keep coming at you. And you're gonna be like, well, the sword that I had practiced with at my house that had no real katana training or anything.
to get a good sword, you're going to have to spend a lot of money. I saw a blacksmith. They made a knife. Just a regular freaking knife that was like, I think it's like folded like 7 or 9
they fold them
times
a
or
lot of
something like
times,
that.
make them amazing.
To make them strong and super durable, and just a regular knife like that was like $2,000. So
Yeah, you're paying
getting a
$12,000.
sword that long,
About $12,000 if you can get one. I mean, you might just have to go break into someone's house and get one. But again, it could be a cosplay sword. You're running the risk of breaking the sword on the first zombie and not even killing it
I'm
and
not using
dying.
the sword. That's crazy.
Yeah,
You
like
see-
if I'm that close, I'm just gonna stab him in the head with a knife.
I'm
Exactly.
gonna be making
There's no reason to
some
be
melee
like-
weapons like off of Dead Rising.
If I had a lightsaber.
Take 2 bats,
we don't have
glue them
lightsabers.
together.
I said if I had a
get some
lightsaber.
butter knives, put those on the sides, tape.
But you see, it's just. Did you say butter knives?
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah.
Goodness. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's
survive.
just, you got so many things going on. What's up, man?
Okay, well, just quick since we're talking about apocalypse. Mad Max. What car are you driving?
I've never seen it.
What car are you gonna?
Like from the movie?
No,
It's just
just
in general?
assume
Oh, just
Yeah,
it's
any
desert
car?
wasteland,
I'm gonna-
Australia.
I'm gonna take a 4-wheel drive Raptor. If we
But
got
you
any-
can have any car.
I'm gonna take a Raptor.
I'm gonna take.
Raptor
Take a Land
pretty
Rover.
good. That's a pretty good 4-wheel drive
Pretty
car.
good.
Land Rover too. I think Land Rover probably has better gas mileage than a Raptor also.
I'll take a Land
I'm
Rover.
gonna be that guy in the smart car
Yeah.
that just has all those cosplay swords haphazardly glued to the side.
That brake.
Oh, they'll break immediately.
I mean, they did have this thing on Facebook a while ago that asked how long you could survive in a zombie apocalypse, and then all of them, and it did say I was going to survive all of it. I was going to survive till the end.
Well, that means it's a fact.
It's a fact.
In stone.
Because
Facebook said it. That means it's.
I mean, a lot of people got eliminated because they said they had to, it's like, could you survive without taking a shower every day? And a lot of people said no. And I
I
was
couldn't
like,
survive without YouTube.
I could.
Oh,
they make
How
books.
you two?
They make books. They make books. They make board games. Now, I'm
These
not gonna
books
be
have
happy.
pictures. I don't
I'm not gonna be
need
happy
to
playing
see
board
stuff.
games, but
You can only play shoots and ladders so many times before you want to shoot some.
Shoot someone.
You guys good?
good.
You have anything to say? You good? I'm good. Alright. You can find us on, what is it, Twitter? You can find us on Twitter at Unshameable Pod. No Instagram. No Facebook.
You should really get one, man.
Yet.
Yeah.
No, there's just not going to be one.
In the future.
No.
Probably will be. You never know.
Thanks for listening. Bye.